Hey everyone, today on the Bulletin we are going to be talking about Pokemon Let's Go! Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as well as that Cube one, aka Pokemon Quest, currently available on Switch for free to start at least. So, let's get into it. E3 season is upon us and I for one can't wait, and I'm not the only one that can't wait for E3. In classic fashion, we have major information out about a huge release when E3 is like literally just a couple days away. Like, why not wait? Why not just wait? But we didn't wait. So we have some Pokemon news. This has been something that we've been wanting for forever. So we know we're going to get a mainline Pokemon game for Switch in 2019, which is exciting, and we'll probably be hearing a bit more about what that looks like. But until then, we have some Pokemon to hold us over. Just announced is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. These are remakes of Pokemon Yellow. So first gen, Kanto region, you have a Pokemon following you, but now you can have Pikachu or Eevee and you can dress them up. So, what's not to love, right? But there actually is quite a bit that fans have some gripes about. So the biggest gripe that's at play is the fact that the traditional battle system isn't really going to be factoring in terms of catching Pokemon. So really you're just going to walk around the world. You can actually see the Pokemon in the grass. You don't have to just kind of stumble upon them randomly. You will still have some battles in terms of trainers, but as far as catching the Pokemon, it's going to be a lot closer to what you can expect from Pokemon Go. They do have Pokemon Go integration, so Pokemon that you've caught in Pokemon Go can be just transferred over. So that's cool, kind of some benefits for people that played Pokemon Go, but also a reason for people that fell off Pokemon Go to go ahead and reinstall that app and get to catching Pokemon. The one big thing that I'm excited for is the fact that you can play co-op. It does suck that it seems that it's only going to be local and not an online thing, but being able to walk around the world and just catch Pokemon with someone is all I've actually really wanted. On that same note, this game also has the option of buying an additional accessory called the Pokeball Plus, and that's going to actually be compatible with both the game and the Pokemon Go app. And it's just this little Pokeball that your Pokemon can kind of hang out in. Basically, the HDMI Rumble is supposed to make it feel like there's a Pokemon inside, which is kind of interesting, but also alarming in some weird way. And I think this is going to be really cool. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to the game. It looks beautiful. For those of you who are familiar with my work and my opinions, you know that I hate the old Pokemon games in modern day. They're just unplayable. They're really boring. They're really repetitive. The sprite animations are cute, the nostalgia is nice, but they're just not really games you can enjoy. So I'm really excited about Pokemon Yellow having a newfound life on the Switch. And really the big thing they're doing here, and the genius thing they're doing here, is they're really making Pokemon just take over your entire life. And that kind of brings me to my next point, which is talking about Pokemon Quest, which is currently already available on Switch, and you can just download it for free. It's free to start, so that kind of tells us that it's not going to be free forever and that you will eventually have to pay for it. And there is some already options to do like kind of some in-game extra stuff type thing in terms of money, but it's just really weird and different. It still is an RPG, but it's very like stripped down. The battle system is literally just kind of walk up to a Pokemon and you can either auto do your battles where they kind of just fight on their own, or you can just like select attacks. So it's very minimalistic. There's not a lot of strategy that goes into that. So kind of where the like strategy comes from is that like from these battles you can get these different stones that you can use to like modify attacks and increase like your Pokemon's HP, and then you can also like bake or create these like recipes pretty much. That's kind of how you go about catching Pokemon. So throughout the world you're like getting ingredients, making recipes. So it's just different. Like, it's just like a different, weird, its own thing. Oddly enough, Pokemon as cubes is really adorable. Not gonna lie. So great job on that. And when we kind of really combine all these elements, with the fact that we have next gen Pokemon coming, or mainline Pokemon game coming to Switch in 2019, we have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee already on its way this fall. We have Pokemon Quest already ready to go, and of course a lot of people are going to be picking up Pokemon Go again in preparation for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. So with all that kind of combined, and thinking of the Pokemon Plus little Pokeball, they're really doing a great job at just making this like so in your face and so your life. which from a marketing perspective is really smart, and from as far as like a fandom perspective is also just really fun. I feel like Pokemon, it was never like that hard to play or get into, but as the years have gone by, there's definitely more things added to each game. There's these new gens, they like look all like super different. There's just like a lot of extra things going on, like breeding, hatching eggs. Like if you haven't played Pokemon in a while, it's kind of there's just like a lot of systems to get used to. I still really enjoyed Sun and Moon even without like having played Pokemon in a long time, but there is a bit of a learning curve to it. This is a way for, you know, a younger audience or for people that haven't been into the franchise before to either like come into it, or if you've fallen off the franchise because you're like, you know, like stereotypical Gen 1er, or you just like the old Pokemon more, or you just kind of haven't played in a couple years. This is kind of a nice way to kind of slowly ease yourself back into it, or kind of prime yourself for the next mainline Pokemon game. And with the Pokeball thing, like I felt like Pokemon Go Plus, which was a little like bracelet that they had for Pokemon Go, I was gonna get that initially, and then I just kind of was like whatever. And honestly, like as far as looks, it's kind of like tacky looking. Like it's just like this weird like bracelet on your wrist. Not that it's necessarily cool to walk around with like a Pokeball and pretend you have a Pokemon on you all the time. As far as being like a nerd, it's just a little bit more satisfying because we all, you know, if we grew up with the franchise and you watch the anime and everything, you're kind of like, oh, it'd be cool to be a Pokemon trainer, right? That's kind of the nice, you know, fun fantasy to think of. And the Pokeball controller type thing fits into that a lot more than like a bracelet does. So I think it'll be really fun, and it's also a way to kind of like, once again, like it's like Pokemon all the time. You know, you turn your Switch, there's gonna be like 3 Pokemon games, your phone got Pokemon, like there's literally just Pokemon everywhere. And as someone that likes Pokemon and thinks they're adorable and thinks the games are pretty fun, you know, I can't really complain about that. Though I am kind of like, okay, gotta brace myself for all this. But overall, really excited about the announcement. Really looking forward to what's coming up with Pokemon and just getting more information on not just Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, but also the mainline Pokemon game, which is the one that everyone's like most excited for. But this is going to be a fun way to tide me over. As far as which one am I getting, definitely going with Eevee. So guys, let me know in the comments below, which one are you picking up? Are you doing Eevee? Are you doing Pikachu? Are you getting neither? Have you played Quest yet? Do you like it? What are your thoughts overall on this Pokemon announcement? And what do you want to get more information on come E3? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you here next time. Bye!